let me share a case study with you of one of these 9 studio in the one property developments in Victoria, which gave a $500,000 profit to the investor. There you can see the external the external front view of the property once it was built, and on the right you see the 9 units, the property layout, the floor plan with the common area down below number 9, and you can see they've all got private courtyards on the green space on the diagram on the right. Now, this particular property was purchased in 2022 by the investor who was going to finance the building of this studio development, co-living property, and it was sold in June 2025 for $1.6 million. Now, that's a $500,000 profit in the worst market in Australia, which is Victoria currently, and it was Victoria for the last 3 or 4 years, right? But once built and tenanted, these jump up in value dramatically because of the income they're giving to the investors. So it was purchased for $1.1 million with $147,420 per year expected income at a 90% occupancy rate, which is 13.4% gross and 10% net yield to the initial investor. After it was built, it sold for $1.6 million. Now, what that means is that it was sold with $147,420 per year actual rental income, which gave the new investor just 9.21% gross and 6.9% net yield, which I'm sure you'll agree is still a pretty good investment from the returns point of view and capital growth that this property is going to get. You can see the screenshot from the RP Data National Database that it was sold in June 2025 for $1.6 million. Now, these units were being rented for $350 a week. This is the actual advertisement for one of those studios in this property. Now, this was described as a luxury suite with an open plan layout with a convenient ensuite bathroom and kitchenette, perfect for comfortable living, split air conditioner with climate control, built-in robes for storage space. The suite has a private courtyard, ideal for fresh air. Ground floor hotel suite with a private courtyard for your ultimate comfort. Included are laundry facilities, free Wi-Fi, electricity, water included in the rent, so managing your expenses has never been easier. Also included smart TVs, full-size fridge, and freezer, microwave, kettle, and toaster. And you can see the actual photos there of that studio that was being advertised. So as you can see, this is a very good deal for the tenant, very good deal for the investors. Now, we also have these similar type of developments in Queensland. Now, in Queensland, this is an actual case study again. An investor bought this and made a $330,000 profit in just 11 months. Now, you can see the layouts are slightly different. In Queensland, you can only have a maximum of 5 of these independent units inside each property. And they also have separate lounge rooms and bedrooms. There's actually a doorway between the lounge and the bedroom. So it's like a mini 1-bedroom apartment or a mini townhouse, if you like, because they also all got their own courtyards. Now, that property was originally an old house on a large block of land, which was subdivided into 2, and each side was sold for $1,100,000 to an investor to help develop that particular property. Once these rooming co-living properties were built with those 5 units inside, it resold for $1,430,000, which was a $330,000 profit, and it was done in under 11 months, actually under 12 months for that particular property. And the new owner was getting $114,000 per year in actual rental income. But as you can see, that's about an 7 or 8% return, which is not that great as if you're doing it from scratch. Now, these types of studios in Brisbane will rent for up to $510 a week each because the prices there are higher. The rental prices are higher. However, they cost a lot more to also build because of the land costs. So you got to keep that in mind. Now, here's another one in Queensland. It made a $270,000 profit in 11 months. It was purchased with a 9.88% gross yield, like off the plan to be constructed. The projected rent was $106,650 per annum for that property. When it was sold, just 11 months later, for $1,350,000. Again, it was fully tenanted for $106,000 per annum rent, which was a 25% increase, and it was a $270,000 profit to the original investor. The new investor was buying with a 7.9% gross yield, which is about 6% net yield. Once again, you're much better off building these from scratch because your returns and your capital growth is much better. Now, we've also got some of these that we've got coming up in Ballarat. This one's already been sold in 2025. Once again, 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 5 lounges, 6 kitchens. Now, these off the plan were sold for $870,000. They come with a 5-year guaranteed rent of $91,000 per annum over 5 years, plus 3% or CPI increases every year. Now, the minimum rent guaranteed is 10%, and its expected value in 2026 when completed, based on the figures we've seen for the other properties in Brisbane and in Victoria, is anywhere from $1,050,000 to $1,150,000 to the original investor. But once again, you don't buy these to sell them, you buy these to hold them and secure your retirement, because these are fantastic for your income. That's what I'm going to be buying one for myself. So just to summarize again, in Queensland, you can have a maximum of 5 units in these properties. You cannot have 9 like you have in Victoria. So maximum 5. $330,000 profit in 11 months for the investor. In Victoria, $500,000 profit in the worst market in Australia, because you can have up to 9 of these studio apartments. And again, very attractive to the tenants, very attractive to the investor. So if you want to get hold of one of these, we have got a waiting list. They're not available, unfortunately, all the time, because we have to find the right locations with the right land. So give me a call and I'll give you more information on what we have and put an expression of interest so that we can basically put you on the waiting list. Good day. If you're looking to invest in a high income property in the next 3 to 12 months, and whether that's buying an existing property, building a new one from existing plans, or developing land you may already own, then my team and I at Sun Property Institute would love to help you. What we're offering is a free one-on-one strategy session where we'll map out exactly where you are now, right, and where you want to be, and outline the best possible high return and capital growth property options to help you get there faster. Some of the things we'll walk you through is like which property types and strategies are best for income, tax benefits, capital growth, paying your mortgage faster, the best cities, suburbs, areas for future capital growth and returns, and how you can build a property portfolio that could retire you within 10 to 15 years, starting from as little as $70,000 investment. Now, just go to www.Sun Property Institute to book that session, and just click the button on that website to get your free strategy session, or there's a link near this video. If there's a link there, then just click that link. And look at our website. You can also get a copy of a download of some of the books you can see behind me that I have written on property investing, and they're also there on our website. Now, you can take all that information and look, you can run with it and do it all on your own. Or if you like what you see and there is a fit between us, then we can work together with you to help you reach your goals. And either way, you'll learn how to invest smarter with less risk and build your financial freedom with more confidence. So book that call now and book yourself in that session, and either way, best of investing success.